Most people think they know how well they're doing, but they're completely wrong. Right after this, imagine a person saying something like, I think I did pretty well, probably above average. That's the problem. Most people feel like they understand where they stand. They assume that they know if they're good, average, or struggling, but that feeling is almost always inaccurate. And this is where self-reflection comes in. Self-reflection is basically just the ability to step back and ask, am I actually good at this, or do I just think I am? Because if you don't do that, you're just guessing. And if you're guessing, you're not improving. There's a researcher named Carson who found that people who regularly reflect on their own performance, who constantly evaluate how they work, how they think, and what they're doing wrong, tend to succeed at almost anything they try. Not because they're smarter, but because they can actually see their mistakes. And that sounds simple, but it's not, because most people can't do this properly. And there's a famous experiment that proves it. If you can't assess yourself accurately, you can't improve. So how bad are people at judging themselves? Imagine this. You take an IQ test, you finish it, and someone asks you, do you think you're in the top 5% or the bottom 5%? Idea, right? But when psychologists David Dunning and Dunning-Kruger ran this exact experiment with hundreds of university students, almost no one got it right. Here's what they find out. The students who actually scored in the top 5% didn't think they were the top 5%. They thought they were maybe top 20%. Why? Because for them, the tests felt so easy. So they assumed that it must have been easy for everyone else too. But the really interesting part was this. The student who scored in the bottom 5%, the worst performers, didn't think they did badly. They thought they were average. Some even thought they were above average. And that's the key problem. Because the people who were the worst, they literally lacked the ability to recognize their own mistakes. This is what's known as the Dunning-Kruger effect. And it explains something really important. The people who are worse are often the most confident. This creates a serious problem, especially for students. Let's say you're doing badly in school, but in your head you think, I'm doing fine, I understand the material, I just got unlucky. If that's your mindset, you're not going to change anything. You won't fix your study habits. You won't review your mistakes properly. You won't even realize there's a problem, so you stay stuck. Now, compare that to someone who's actually good but slightly underestimates themselves. They might think, I could have done better. I need to improve this. So what do? They review, they adjust, they improve. And over time, they get even better. So ironically, the people who doubt themselves a little bit often improve faster, while the people who are overconfident don't improve at all. And the difference between those two isn't intelligence, it's awareness. The ability to accurately judge yourself. Accurate self-awareness is the foundation of improvement. And this doesn't just apply to school, it applies to real life. You'll see this everywhere. People who are extremely confident but not actually competent. People making decisions, giving opinions, leading others, all while completely overestimating their own ability. And the scary part is they don't realize it, because the same thing that makes them wrong also prevents them from seeing that they are wrong. That's why confidence alone means nothing. Confidence without self-awareness is just blindness. But if you can step back and say, maybe I'm not as good as I think, maybe there's something I'm missing, that's where growth starts. That's where you actually begin to improve, because now you're not guessing anymore. Now you're seeing yourself clearly. The ability to see yourself clearly is what separates people who improve from people who stay stuck.